All right, guys, so here we are to learn how to do a selfie tour. This is an amazing tool to utilize for any potential buyers and also for investors. If you want to start selling flips, this is how you can do it. You can show up, take your cell phone and that cell phone gimbal and make incredible content. So we just arrived to the house. This is a vacant house and it is staged. The first thing we want to do is make sure we don't park in the driveway. We have our vehicle parked down the street, so we're not showing that. We have a nice empty driveway here, and we're going to walk inside the home. Upon walking in the home, the first thing we're going to do is prep the house. So I would always recommend turning on every light switch possible. Now as you walk through homes, we're going to flip lights on. Just take our time to do this as needed. Also, we're going to cover and hide anything that's not going to be good for a shot. So obviously this is a vacant stage home. Things like this, just for the purposes of our video, we can either put inside the sink or just underneath the counter so they're not shown. Windows are very important as well. When we get to houses for video tour, we're gonna make sure we fill it with light. So our window position, we wanna make sure we bring our blinds to this position right here. Just horizontal and open. We'll take our time, walk through the whole house, bringing every window to that position, making sure every light switch is on and all the general debris and clutter is cleared out of the home. If it's lived in or vacant, that's gonna depend on the scenario. And then once that is done, our house is prepped and we're ready to shoot. All right, guys, so once again, we're gonna start our video tour here. Once again, we have our iPhone mounted to our DJI Osmo. Any phone gimbal is gonna work. So the first thing we're gonna do is make sure we adjust our camera settings. We're gonna wanna use our wide angle lens on the phone, which is gonna be the most zoomed out. You'll see the difference that gives the house. Way more view than if we use the initial standard iPhone lens. So we're gonna zoom out to our wide angle lens because this phone has 3 of them. Make sure we utilize that. We're gonna flip in landscape unless for some reason we're sending it as a vertical video, but I would always recommend filming video tours in landscape mode, especially if we're gonna be posting on YouTube, Facebook, or sending to our buyers list. So once we have our cell phone and our camera ready to go, the most important thing we're gonna do here is it's gonna be our walk. So we're gonna make sure we keep our elbows pinched to our rib cage and squeeze tight. Our knees are gonna bend and we're gonna do what we call the ninja walk. So we're gonna walk very slowly through the home, heel to toe. What we're trying to do is we're trying to minimize the amount of vertical bounce in our steps. If I do a normal walk, I'm gonna have bounce. So while this is a motorized stabilizer, it's not gonna compensate for every bit of that movement. We're gonna make sure our body does what it can and we allow this to pick up the slack. So I'll start from the front of the house and I'll move through. You have 2 choices here. You can choose if you want to do a full follow consecutive shot. Most of the time that's not going to be the best move. So you're going to want to take room to room and just edit those shots together. So we're going to just press our record button, walk through the house. As we walk, we're entering the kitchen now. We're just keeping the camera stable. What you want to avoid doing as well is going from high to low and high to low. So pick the height. Pinch those elbows and keep the camera pointing that direction. I like to keep the camera about my chest height. I'm about 6'2". That works for me. Some of you might be here, and some of you really tall ones might be here, but you want to keep a consistent height. So as you're walking through the house, it's smooth, it's consistent. We're showing a home. Now, this is not really meant to replace a professional media company's video that would use as a listing video, but this is phenomenal for showing listings to potential buyers, showing listings to pre-market buyers, and really trying to get the buzz started before the listing goes live and for that open house. You guys, I'm gonna re-exaggerate that walk one more time. This is a very important thing. We wanna make sure that we don't walk like this, how we would outside. We don't wanna walk in this format. That's how I would normally walk. We wanna make sure that we walk a little slower in a crouch position, elbows tight, knees bent, heel to toe. Another nice detail is to make sure that we're hugging walls. So we're either gonna start at the wall of the room and walk and show the large space of it. So we're gonna try to show how large this room is rather than just picking the center and walking through the middle. We're missing all the space over here and all the space over here. So we look through the phone, we look through our camera, and we find the views that would be the most appealing to a buyer. That's gonna be where your expertise comes in. You are the sales agent, so you know what that client will be looking for. So we're gonna take our time in looking through this to find out what's gonna be the shot, and then just take your time, execute your shots, and you can easily assemble those together in CapCut. All right guys, so we're in the master bathroom of the house. Bathrooms can be a little tighter. So once again, that's just gonna be very important to make sure that we show the space, take our time, do 1 or 2 takes if needed until you have one that you're happy with. So we have a nice, sunken bathtub. We have 2 vanities and we have a walk-in shower. So we're just gonna show them like this. We're gonna show how the homeowner would experience the bathroom. We're gonna walk in through the tub. As we get to this corner, instead of me taking a very harsh right turn at the corner, I'm gonna do a movement that's more like this. I know that the turn cuts right hard, so I'm gonna take a large swoop as if you were pulling in a vehicle into a tight driveway. So I'm walking wide to the left so I can make that less of a harsh angle as I come around to show that walk-in shower. All right, so here we have our agent, and she's gonna just record her personalized intro. Once again, there's no context to this video if it's emailed out to your buyer's list. So it's really nice to have a personalized, your face describing the property and telling what they're about to see. So the next shot is gonna be how that would look if she was here alone without any assistance at this property.
Hey everybody, I wanted you to get the first look at this gorgeous new property in St. Petersburg. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, newly renovated. I cannot wait to show you around. Let's take a look.
All right guys, so now we're gonna do our establishing shot. This is our final shot of the day. We're about to leave the property. We've done our tour, we've done our intro. So we're just gonna get the front of the home. We're gonna make sure that we don't have our car in the driveway once again. We're gonna make sure that we're not going too high, we're not going too low, and we don't wanna pan. That's not normal. That's not how our eyes wanna see something. So we're gonna just move slowly towards the front of the house. And what I love to do is have a little bit of a tilt up on the camera here. So we're moving forward while the camera's tilted up. It's a very nice, visually pleasing shot. Knees bent, slowly walking towards the home. Guys, this whole process took about 15 minutes, and this process is very duplicatable. It's something you should absolutely use in your tool belt. All right guys, and then with a couple of practice rounds, if you nail it and you get it right, it's gonna look something like this. I would love to help you guys learn how to create your videos, how to post your videos, where to post your videos, and how to not waste your time with videos that are not going to work for you. We have a complete course called 7-Day Social Realtor. There'll be a link below and you can access it there. Thank you so much. Have an amazing day, guys.